Hi guys, my name's Elizabeth and today I'm doing an unhaul. It's been a while since I've done one of these, at least to you guys. I've been selling books back and forth all the time. But today I decided to go through my bookshelves back there and pick out the books that I am A, never going to read again, or B, have just no interest in reading whatsoever. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright. The first two books I have here are actually from the monthly subscription box Owl Crate. I've been getting this box for 3 months so far, and I am just not too impressed with it. I'm going to do the December one, and if I'm still not impressed, I'm going to cancel my subscription because I'm just not getting books that I like or want to read. That being said, I'm getting rid of 2 of the 3 books that I have gotten so far. The first one is Dumpling by Julie Murphy. I read this book and it was alright. The reviews I've seen and the blurb in the front page made it seem like this was going to be about empowerment. However, she spent most of this book whining and I didn't find it all that powerful. I actually found it very annoying, so I'm getting rid of it. I didn't really like this book. The next book I'm getting rid of is the book I got in the November box this month, and that is Soundless by Richelle Mead. I just have absolutely no interest in this book. I love Richelle Mead. As you guys know, Bloodline series is one of my favorite series ever. But this is a standalone fantasy novel set in this remote village in China or something, and I just really have no interest in it. I wasn't planning on buying this, and I'm kind of upset that it was in the box, but what can you do? But the next book I'm getting rid of is Lord of the Flies by William Golding. I read this in high school. I thought maybe I'd read it again. I thought maybe I would enjoy reading it again. I just have no interest in it. Next book is I Am a Cat by Sozeki Natsume. This is like a Japanese modern classic type book. It sounded very interesting when I bought it, but I have not reached for it in months, and I really have lost my desire to read it, so getting rid of it. The next book is Warm Bodies by Isaac Marion. I have had this book for over a year. I haven't watched the movie. I haven't reached the book. It's gone. The next book is a book I think I bought in the same time as Warm Bodies, and I still haven't wanted to read it, and that is Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I've heard nothing but good things about this book, but I really just don't want to read it. Like, I am not in the mood for it. I have not been in the mood for it since I've bought it. I don't really even know why I bought it, except for that, you know, everyone said good things. The next book is The Hungry Girl Diet. This book was stupid, and I don't know why I bought it. I thought maybe I could get some healthy recipes from it, and I did, but it was just not really what I was looking for. The next book is 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. I read this book a few months ago, and I think I gave it like 3 stars. I really wasn't a fan. It didn't move me. A lot of people say that this is like a great book, but I just didn't find it all that compelling. I really wasn't impressed by it. Next is Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. Oh, this matches me. Look at that. This is by Jessie Andrews. I, again, read this a few months ago, and it was really funny. I will give it that, but besides the funniness, I didn't really find anything good about the book. The plot was the characters weren't compelling, and again, this is another book I only read because everyone on BookTube was talking about it, and I'm kind of done with that, you know? Like, I really don't care about what everyone on BookTube is talking about. I'm not going to buy books based on that anymore because, I mean, I'm never as into the books as everyone else is, and that's annoying. The next book is something I read for Booktubeathon over the summer, and that is Dirty Rush by Taylor Bell. This book is a fictional retelling of a true story of college people in Greek houses. Honestly, I don't even remember. It wasn't that exciting, and I'm never going to pick it up again, so I really don't feel a need to keep it on my bookshelf. The next 2 books are books of short stories and poems that I have read them all of and just don't think I'm ever going to read again, so again, they don't need to be taking up space on my bookshelf. And that is Can't and Won't by Lydia Davis, and they're ones of the girl who seduced her sister's husband and he hanged himself. Love stories by Ludmila something or other because she is Russian. Both of these books had very good stories in them. I would recommend them both to people who like good short stories, but however, like I said, I'm never going to pick them up again. So I'm going to give them to someone who will pick them. The next book is 12 Years a Slave by Solomon Northup. I bought this book based on the movie, which I haven't seen, but I thought it would be a good read, but it's not entirely what I thought it was. I thought it was fiction. It is not, and it was written in the 1800s, and it reads like it was written in the 1800s. It was boring. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It was a very strong and emotional story, but it was just very boring, and I'm never gonna pick it up again. And honestly, I could keep it on my shelf for people to see and be like, oh, she reads things that are classics and, you know, moving, and I don't need that in my life. Like, I don't need people to think that I read these kind of books just to make myself look better. Like, I'm okay with the books that are on my shelf. The next book I'm getting rid of is Brooklyn Girls by Gemma Burgess. Burgess. I really enjoyed this book, actually. It was very good. I read it over the summer 2 years ago, and I enjoyed it immensely. I related to the characters. They were my age, which is nice to see. There aren't a lot of books that have characters in their early 20s. However, I am not going to pick it up again. It's just not something I really want to continue reading. The same goes for this next book, which is The Complete Persepolis by Marijane Satrapi. This is a graphic novel about a girl in Iran, I believe. Yeah, revolutionary Iran, and this book was amazing. I really enjoyed it. I learned a lot about Iran in this time, something I have never learned about before, and I did enjoy the story and how Marijane told it. However, like I said with the other books, I won't be picking it up again. And I don't need it to be just sitting on my shelf gathering dust when someone else could be enjoying it. The next book was something I bought with high hopes, and that is Wicked by Gregory Maguire. I love Wicked the musical. Absolutely love it. I listen to the soundtrack all the time. Idina Menzel is Bay. However, I'm never gonna read this. Like, it's been sitting on my shelf for actual years, like 3 to 4 years at least. And I'm never going to read it. Like, I don't care. I love the musical. I'm never going to read this book. The very last book is Stick in the Head by Judd Apatow. I was very excited about this book because I love Judd Apatow. I really, really love him. But I was not impressed by this. It's just conversations he's had with other comedians, and some of them I knew and liked, some of them I knew and don't like, and some of them I didn't know. And I only read the ones that I knew and liked, and that was a good chunk of the book, but it really wasn't what I was looking for. I thought it would be funnier and more, I guess, I don't know what really I was looking for, but it wasn't what I got. Well, there you have it, guys. Those are the books I'm going to go give away. I will probably buy books in their place, but I don't know if I'm going to do it at Half Price Books where I'm going to sell them. I might go to Barnes & Noble and get a new book and just one. I need to stop buying as many books because I haven't read this whole shelf right here and a good chunk of that one, but mostly this one, and really, those are a lot of books that I should be reading. However, that is my only TBR. Look at that. That's not even a whole freaking shelf. I'm pretty proud of myself. And, but, you know, sometimes I just don't want those books. I just, you know, you gotta be in the mood. So I'm going to see what I can find, get rid of these ones that have been making me anxious, and I don't know, leave this video a thumbs up if you love unhauls and hauls, and subscribe if you'd like to see more of this face, hopefully not as ratchet as it is today. Okay, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Do you want to see the kitties? Remember Enzo? He's so big now.
This could be my thumbnail instead. Hey!